go ahead and get it started. So today, welcome. We're going to be going over turning one listing into three. It's going to be going on how we can maximize the power of listing concierge. You've heard it a lot throughout our company, any of our options. We always try to talk about listing concierge and how we can make marketing your properties, marketing yourself as easy as listing one property. So we will go ahead and get through those details. The session will be recorded. So if you have any questions, go ahead and enter them in the chat. I will be stopping for Q&A. It will be, if it's a smaller group, you could go ahead and unmute yourself. Or if you have to pick up a phone call or anything like that, it will be recorded. I will be sending this out towards the end of the day. It will be on a YouTube link, so you'll be able to go onto the YouTube link and see the recording of this class. I will also do the attachment of the presentation as well. So let's go over today's agenda. We're going to be talking about listing concierge and how it's designed to market you, not just the property, but you. How we will be able to leverage it to generate you more leads and being able to invest your time where it's supposed to be with your clients and not putting all that time on your marketing. We'll be able to make sure you're leveraging the company subsidized discounts available for listing concierge. By leveraging this, you'll be able to take advantage of all the leads that are brought on and are really encouraged through this, and also a timeline on how fast you'll be able to start your marketing to the closing end. So we'll be able to go through those sections. So first off, what is listing concierge? Listing concierge is a comprehensive listing marketing program. It is company subsidized. So the price you see, it is the price you pay, but the company is also getting a great chunk of that covered for you. And it's designed to help you be a stronger agent, stronger listing agent, and being able to use your marketing on one section and take advantage and build it for the rest of your business. This is meant to grow your business because you are our agents and we want to leverage you, yourself, and your brand. Marketing and all the packages you see are part of other they will set you apart from others. They're property marketing specialists. So using this listing concierge package, it will really set you apart. You and your listing are visible, printed, email, and digital. So these packages are included with a completely digital package or combo packages that include both digital, print material, and also email print on there. So you'll be able to get all sorts of materials with depending on the different packages available, and you'll be able to generate significant agent exposure. So we want to put your name front and center, have CB's name backing you, but we want to really showcase your expertise, your brand on there. So we want to make sure you are the one getting the leads by using this. What is it? How is it designed to do? Well, it's designed to impress the sellers with the premium marketing asset. So it's not so much of the buyers. It's going to be really targeted to your sellers to really showcase that you're going to be making standout marketing for that property. You're going to be going above and beyond. You're going to be doing everything that's the prime crop of everything of the marketing material. You're going to be using it to showcase that listing. So you're going to want to make sure your marketing material is standing out and it surpasses any of our competition. So no one out there has these materials available for their agents. This will also creates seller confidence and excitement because they will also get copies of the material. They will also get copies, depending on the package, they'll get weekly updates on how their listing is doing in the market. Plus, they have a long shelf life. We don't want to just think of it, oh, well, once I sell this property, what am I going to use with this marketing material? Well, this will always be able to be taken advantage for your next listing appointment. You'll be able to still keep some of those marketing material that you use from your past listing and use that for your seller presentation. Bring that over with your potential seller and say, hey, this is what I've done with other clients. Imagine what I could do for you. So it will be able to create that excitement, that confidence, and have a long-term shelf life for that material for you to use. So it's not just going to be a one-time usage. You'll have that long-term usability for all of your future marketing digitally or any of that. We really want to impress your seller with a powerful marketing plan. So it really will give you a customized layout of what each of those packages include and what each of those features are going to be able to showcase that listing. So it will reduce commission negotiations. That's one of the biggest competitions right now. Agents are trying to get listings, and so they end up negotiating and giving them their service as a discount. We really want to give you the tools so you can leverage the tools and say, hey, this is what I'm doing for you. This is my quality of work. And it will put that conversation of reducing your commission aside because you're going above and beyond and you're putting all of this effort on their marketing. And why are you going to discount your services? So this will also help you generate more referrals because you're going to get happy customers. Your clients are going to have a better understanding of what the agent does on their behalf. Like I mentioned, you're going to be their clients are going to be getting updates. They're going to be getting those postcards. They're going to get a copy of that. They will be boosted on their digital ads. Will also be able to follow. So you'll be able to really build that confidence and that excitement from your seller just seeing their property either on a TV commercial or on a digital ad on Facebook. Another way this could help you is to grow the agent's business. So it'll help you save time and money. Time and money are literally what we're all for. We want to save time and we want to save money by reducing admin time because you have a listing concierge coordinator assigned to you the moment you have a package ordered, allowing the agent to focus on their customers. So basically, all you're going to have to do is to make sure that you're replying to the emails, and then the coordinator will do all the heavy lifting for you. All you're going to have to do is go in, hit the approve button, and now continue your conversation with your client. It will also add additional prospecting time for yourself. That way you'll be able to go on more appointments and have a great work balance life. It's like having your own personal assistant with each of those packages. So you'll be assigned a listing concierge coordinator, and under each of your packages, you'll be able to see each other contact card. So you'll be able to see their picture, their phone number, their email address, and a 1833 phone number in case your coordinator is out. But we want to make sure that you have all the assistance possible to make sure that you're saving time and money. All the packages, like I mentioned, are heavily company subsidized, allowing agents to offer more to their sellers without having to have that extra cost or extra investment in it. A lot of the other features that are part of this package are the dot signal riders, which are based by geolocation. It's a rider that goes on top of your yard sign that has a text number. And let's say a buyer is driving across the street, they stop in front of the house, they text that phone number, and they will get a digital ad, a digital flyer on their cell phone, and the listing agent will get a ping letting them know that someone has reached out and texted that code. You'll get a trifold mailer that's included in the silver, gold, and platinum package is actually just the gold and platinum. Sorry about that. So the trifold mailer is in place of the just listed postcard. You'll get a nice silver envelope that looks like a wedding invitations that are going to be a lot more expected to open. We have a lot more success rate with the nice silver envelopes as opposed to just the jumbo postcards. You'll also be able to get that digital ad that is located on Facebook, and all of the web pages. Now we have partnered with Nextdoor, so you'll be able to purchase an upgrade to also include it to Nextdoor, and you'll be able to add tips and tricks on that as well to make sure that your seller gets followed with that ad. the packages, some of these packages, most of the packages include a magazine ad. So it, depending on the package, it'll be the depending of the size of the ad. You'll be able to pick either local newspapers or great magazines like Architectural Digest or anything in between. You'll be able to select from those options, and a TV slot. So silver, gold, and platinum, both, all three of those include a TV slot depending on the package. It's the depending on the time it will last, but it is on ABC Sundays at 4 p.m. So we do have a prime time that you'll be able to showcase. So what packages normally include a TV slot? So let's go a little bit more in depth with the Home Spotter Boost. The CBX buyer locator will determine, so it will really help you localize where the buyers are coming from. So this is another way that you could start merging different products and different tools that are available for you on desk. So we have the CBX buyer locator, where you'll be able to enter the zip code of your property and see where those buyers are coming, where they're coming from, migrating over, and you'll be able to really target that ad for that location. After your boost has run, you'll be able to export a list of contacts that have been interacting with the ad. So you'll get a list of phone numbers, of emails, if the clients or if the leads have entered and unlocked those options. You'll also be able to edit the list to include first name, last name, email address. That way you'll also be able to upload it to Prospect Square. So just from one package, now you're creating leads, and now you're going to be creating your different other tools, CBX Buyer Locator and Prospect Square, all in conjunction with your Listing Concierge package, and all just to be able to keep that lead wheel turning and getting that 3 listing out of that 1 listing you already have. And you'll also be able to send the introductory email to all of them to your listing agent. You'll be able to add your listing name on there and also have your seller receive these emails, these updates. That way they could also keep track of how their ad is doing online. So there are 8 different ways you could use your Listing Concierge TV slot. So like I mentioned, you will be getting a slot. You'll be able to add your Listing Concierge single property website out in there. Let's see. Jumped. So your Listing Concierge TV slot, you'll be able to add all sorts of information on there. That way, we could put it and use it all over. So we'll be able to use your TV slot and add it to your email signature. That way you could showcase your properties right on there. We could include them in your listing presentation. So your pre-seller presentations, you could go ahead and add them there and say, hey, this is what I've done for previous properties. This is what I'll be able to do with yours. You'll be able to, of course, add it to your Facebook post. We want to make sure you're blasting it all over, adding it to your, I need to edit that. We need to add that to your Moxie website. And these are just 8 different ways you could use just one material that you get from your package. So your listing has sold, but you still have that TV slot that you could always use and batch content that way. That way you're not reinventing all the wheel. You could always do a Throwback Thursday where you could say, hey, I remember when I listed this property, and now you're reusing that same material, and that shelf life is growing. You're not really having to always have active listings. You could always just leverage that one listing you've had to pull those leads and prospects from it. So the timeline, how is the timeline going to go from placing the order, and how are we going to know when it's going to be finalized or how fast we're going to get a turnaround? So usually once we place the order, your coordinator will get assigned, but they will not start any of the process until your photography and your verbiage is ready. So normally if you place an order with your listing concierge, you will have photography included. So normally your photographer will upload that photography once they've done, so that you won't have to worry about that. The other part you will have to do at least is upload your verbiage. Once your verbiage and photography have been uploaded, either by yourself or your photographer, then you'll have a 1-day turnaround for your business, for your property. So everything is based on business days, Monday through Friday. They have various working hours. So they have people on the East Coast and people on the West Coast. So usually you'll have one business day for your property website, your brochure. It's a lot easier and a lot faster if you go ahead and favorite your favorite templates, your favorite layouts. That way your coordinator will know exactly what to go for first and not have too many go backs and having to edit things. So if you let them know this is the brochure I like and this is the layout I like, they'll start being able to throw that out a lot faster. Your email flyer will be created and sent out once your listing is live, and those emails get sent out through your prospect square. So we want to make sure that your primary sphere emails are updated in prospect square as well. That way we make sure that all of your sphere gets notification of your new listing that's going live. Your advertisement will take 2 days. So a lot of this mostly relies on you having an active MLS number. You're able to place your order before your listing goes active, but your listing coordinator will not start activating anything until they have an active MLS number, which you will have to enter into the system. But once they know that your listing is active, they will start pushing out the advertisement, the TV slot for you to proof. Once you proof it, then you have 2 to 7 days of it for it to get published and sent out for you. But of course, you will always be in communication with your listing concierge coordinator along with your local SSA. So you're never alone in the process. You will always have a guide through the system. And if you have any questions, you have that phone number for your local listing concierge coordinator. Of course, due to COVID, there have been some adjustments on the time route depending on the delivery and other third-party vendors. We just want to make sure we keep that in mind. But listing concierge timeline. So how exactly? So like I was mentioning, the property photos will usually get taken and it takes about 2 days for it to be uploaded. So you want to be strategic on when your property is going to be active on MLS and when you want those pictures to be in your package. So usually you want to start prepping it 5 days ahead, 7 days ahead if you have time. But if let's say you have a listing and it has to go live immediately, you'll be able to enter those individual dates and see if there's a photographer will be able to jump in and get those photography ready. Once they're there, they'll be up within 24 hours. So your photographer will upload them for you. Once the photography is there, your order is ready for your listing concierge coordinator. We want to make sure that your profile is updated. So your picture, your new headshot, any logos, anything is there to make sure that you're all prime and crisp and ready for your marketing material to be printed. And now that your photos are uploaded, they'll be able to start your online boost. So that's important. We want to make sure you have that MLS number in order for it to go active. But once it does, it'll be up between 24 to 48 hours. After that, you'll start getting these emails letting you know, hey, your e-flyer, your flyer, your just listed website, your TV slots are all ready for you to proof. And so they won't make anything active until you give that approval and you hit that button. So it will need a partnership with you to check your emails and log into Listing Concierge, double check all of the templates and approve them through there. And once you give them approval, then they will go ahead and start the other section to go into the system and review your approval. So you'll be able to check exactly all of the things they've edited, or you could give them suggestions of what you want them to change. And you will also let the coordinator know to what group you want your e-flyer to get sent out in Prospect Square, and you will contact your local SSA to print out your flyers for your open house or your broker tour open. So once you have that put together, you'll have your TV slot available. So that's the one that takes a little bit longer because they do have to do a voiceover. So they have a voice actor that does the voiceover for your commercial, for your TV slot. You will review it to make any edits that you want. They will go back and do the final edits, and they will provide you the YouTube video. So that's the one that takes usually the longest, and then the publishing date will be 2 weeks out of that approval. So let's say your listing already sold. That's perfectly fine. You'll be jumping the curve and say, hey, they listed it, they showed the commercial 2 weeks ahead and you already closed it. Well, they'll give you a call and say, hey, I already sold it, but I have other listings. I could help you find another property. So you could still leverage it. No matter how that deadline is, you'll still be able to take advantage to say, hey, this is what I did for them. Imagine what I could do for you and your listing. That's some ways you could always leverage it and not have to reinvent the wheel every single time. Now, your property is sold, you have all that excitement going, you will be able to send out a just sold postcard, and then you will be able to convert your e-blast into a just sold e-blast. You'll be able to do change your single property website into a sold one, and then be able to leverage that as well. So there are 4 different packages. The bronze is all digital. The silver, it includes just listed postcards. Gold and platinum, they include a silver trifold mailer. So those are the major differences. Obviously, the price range varies in all 4, but photography is included in all 4. So that's already a great deal in photography, just because that's one of the biggest costs is photography. And the bronze package, depending on the location, it could run you over $179, I believe. And that's including all of these materials and your photography. But let's say you have your favorite photographer that you love their work and you don't want to let them go. You'll be able to opt out of the photography, get an $80 credit, still take advantage of the package, but you will be responsible for uploading your own photography at that point. But once that gets uploaded, your listing concierge coordinator will go ahead and take the wheel. So you still have an option to use your own photographer or not. But like I said, just the photography already makes its worth in gold for these packages. The bronze is all digital. You'll get 2 weeks of digital ads, so those 10 days. So that one will cost you $179, depending on the area. So I am in the Silicon Valley Bay Area, so this is the pricing that I have. So the cost, your company is already contributing $479 just with the bronze package. The silver package does not include the property brochure, but it does include the just listed, just sold postcards on there. You'll be able to opt out of the brochures and get a 5-day boost. So this one doesn't include digital boost, but you'll be able to substitute it for one of the packages for the brochures. The silver cost will be $399. Of course, you'll get that $80 credit if you're using your own photographer and you opt out of the photography, but that's already $399 in my area for the silver. The gold package, that's the one that already includes that silver trifold envelope. It has a longer TV commercial. It has those advertising dates. You'll also be able to replace those printed brochures for digital ad. And this will be $625. It would be $625 per package, and that's including everything already in that package, everything that's in the bronze, everything that's in the silver, and replacing some of those products for higher quality material. Now the platinum package, that is our elite package. This will also have photography with added photography features. So you'll be able to pick from aerial photography, virtual staging, 3D Matterport creation, aerial photography, and different photography options. So that's going to be one a la carte. But let's say you want to add one a la carte on all of the packages, then you could contact the photographer individually to get that going. But that's already included in the platinum. One of the other advantages of the platinum is that you do get a professional ad copy written. So based off the pictures that the photography takes, you'll get a professional ad copy based off the photography. So sometimes it's hard to come up with the verbiage for your MLS, for any of that marketing material. So the platinum package will give you that opportunity to get that off your hands and have someone else write it for you. And of course, you'll also get a longer TV slot, a longer boost ad, and a bigger quality of photography on that as well. This will run you at $10.99, but it has all of the other features. It gives you everything that all of the other 3 packages include. It does also give you that added photography option. So if you want to do any of those Matterport area photography, twilights, digital virtual staging, anything like that, that would also be part of the Listing Concierge package. That's only one out of those. And this is all being subsidized by the company, all within one program. It has helped. I still need to get the updated numbers, but I know we were helping agents close a lot faster at a higher price range, and they were able to work be twice as productive because they're not working twice as hard doing their marketing because they have their listing concierge coordinator doing some of the heavy lifting. All they're going to have to do is focus their attention to their active client and their potential buyers. So I hope you have some questions for me. I'm going to go look in the chat. If not, let me double check. So you don't see anything in the chat, but is there any questions? You could unmute yourself. I'll stop the recording.